was followed up by a similarly themed movie starring Steve Carell. Be the first to answer in the comments, get pinned to the top. We are reading about another Olivia, a follow-up to Olivia Wilde with Olivia Munn, a great actress, and happens to play in a lot of really cool, what I consider pop culture-y, nerdy stuff, and I think you can appreciate why I would want to read about her here, so let's do it. Lisa Olivia Munn, born July 3rd, 1980, is an American actress and former television host. After interning at a news station in Tulsa, she moved to Los Angeles, where she began her professional career as a television host for the gaming network G4, primarily on the series Attack of the Show from 2006 until 2010. She was also a correspondent on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart from 2010 to 11. She is also known for her portrayal of Sloane Sabbath in Aaron Sorkin's HBO political drama series The Newsroom, and appeared on the series for all 3 seasons. Munn has also worked as an actress in the late 2000s, appearing in a lead role on the television series Beyond the Break from 06 to 09, and in supporting parts in the comedy films Big Stan and Date Night, the superhero film Iron Man 2, and Steven Soderbergh's comedy drama Magic Mike. She starred in the supernatural horror film Deliver Us from Evil, the comedy Mordecai, and X-Men Apocalypse as Psylocke. In 2017, she provided the voice of Coco in the Lego Ninjago movie, and had a lead role on the History Channel series 6. In 2018, she had a leading role in the science fiction film The Predator, the 4th film in the Predator franchise. Her early life. Munn was born on July 3rd, 1980 in Oklahoma City to Kimberly Wen and Winston Munn. Her father is of German, Irish, and English ancestry. Her mother, who is of Chinese ancestry, arrived as a Vietnamese refugee in the U.S. in 1975 following the Vietnam War, and settled in Oklahoma, where she met Munn's father. Munn has a younger brother, John, a physicist, an older brother, James, a custom motorcycle shop owner, and 2 older sisters, Annie and Sarah, the latter of whom is a lawyer. When Munn was 2 years old, her parents divorced and her mother married a member of the U.S. Air Force. The family relocated to Utah, where they resided until 1986. Munn's stepfather was then transferred to Yokota Air Base near Taichikawa in Tokyo, Japan, where she spent her formative years. She has said that her stepfather was verbally abusive and demeaning. When he would be screaming his head off in the living room, I would hustle everybody into my room and launch into imitations of teachers or do scenes from movies, she recalled, and that would take their minds off of the hell that was happening down the hall. When Munn was 16, her mother divorced her stepfather and moved with the children back to Oklahoma City. Munn attended Putnam City North High School for her junior and senior years, then attended the University of Oklahoma, where she earned a B.A. in journalism with a minor in Japanese and dramatic arts. On to her career, 04 to 09, the career beginnings and acting. Munn worked as an intern at the NBC affiliate in Tulsa before relocating to Los Angeles. In 2004, she interned at Fox Sports Networks and worked as a sideline reporter for college football and women's basketball. She said that she disliked the experience. I was trying to be something I wasn't, and that made me really uncomfortable on live TV. She soon moved to Los Angeles, where she was cast in a small role in the direct-to-video horror film Scarecrow Gone Wild. She appeared in rock band Zebrahead's music video for their song Hello Tomorrow as the love interest of lead singer Justin Mariello. She also appeared in National Lampoon's Strip Poker, filmed at Hedonism 2, a naturist resort in Negril, Jamaica with Kato Kalin. The films aired on DirecTV and in-demand pay-per-view. In late 2005, Munn began a role as teen surfer Miley Acuna over 2 seasons of the television drama Beyond the Break on the N Network. She enjoys surfing and continues to practice the sport. She originally auditioned for the role of Kai Kealoha, but the producers wanted a local girl. She also appeared in the film The Road to Canyon Lake. In 2006, Munn moved on to the G4 network, where she began co-hosting Attack of the Show with Kevin Pereira on April 10th. She replaced departing host Sarah Lane. The network, devoted to the world of video games and the video game lifestyle, was at first hesitant to hire Munn. Although she admits video games were her weak point, she was confident in her technical knowledge. On the show, she was featured with journalist Anna David in a segment called In Your Pants, which deals with sex and relationship questions from viewers. While working on Attack of the Show, she hosted Formula D, a now defunct program about American drift racing, and an online podcast called Around the Net, formerly known as The Daily Nut for G4. She left Attack of the Show in December 2010 and was replaced by Candace Bailey. She appeared in the Rob Schneider film Big Stan, where she played Schneider's character receptionist Maria. She had a significant role in the horror film Insanitarium, where she played a nurse at an asylum. 2010 through 14, The Newsroom and Breakthrough. She had roles in the films Date Night and Iron Man 2. Robert Downey Jr. praised Munn for her improvisation skills and led the crew in a round of applause. Munn hosted Microsoft's Bing-a-thon, an advertisement on Hulu for the Microsoft search engine Bing, on June 8, 2009, alongside Jason Sudeikis. Munn appeared in an ABC Family's Greek, portraying Cappy's love interest, Lana. In May 2010, NBC announced that Munn would star on the television series Perfect Couples. The half-hour romantic comedy premiered on January 20th, 2011. The series was canceled before it completed its first season run. On June 3rd, 2010, Munn debuted in her new role as a correspondent on Comedy Central's The Daily Show. Her hiring prompted criticism from Erin Carmen of Jezebel, who questioned Munn's credentials and said the show's production was sexist for hiring Munn, who Carmen said was a sex symbol. Carmen said Munn's hiring was a perpetuation of the show's production office's history as a male-dominated atmosphere, marginalizing and alienating to women. A group of 32 female Daily Show production staff members said Carmen's piece was inaccurate and misinformed. Munn said that Cameron's assertion was an insult to both to her and the rest of the Daily Show staff. She went on to appear in 16 more episodes as a correspondent, with TV Guide naming her signature segment Tiger Mothering, in which she mocked the high expectations of Chinese mothers, in part by interviewing her own mother. Her last episode as a correspondent aired September 2nd, 2011. She returned for a brief segment in host Jon Stewart's final show on August 6th, 2015. In 2010, Munn guest starred on NBC's comedy drama Chuck as a CIA agent. In 2011, Munn appeared in the comedy film I Don't Know How She Does It as Momo. In 2011, Munn had a leading role in The Babymakers, a minor role in Freeloaders, and appeared in Magic Mike, directed by Steven Soderbergh. She also appeared as Angie, Nick's stripper girlfriend, in 3 episodes in Season 2 of Fox's sitcom New Girl. Munn gained prominence in a lead role in Aaron Sorkin's drama series The Newsroom on HBO. In the series, she played Sloane Sabbath, an economist who worked on the show's fictional news network, ACN, alongside lead anchor Will McAvoy, played by Jeff Daniels. The series ran for 3 seasons from 2012 to 2015. Since then, Munn and her co-star Thomas Sadoski have discussed with Sorkin their desire for the show to return. Munn played a correspondent in True Colors, the May 12, 2014 episode of the Showtime documentary series Years of Living Dangerously, in which she interviewed Washington State Governor Jay Inslee about his efforts to reduce CO2 emissions in his home state. As of June 2014, Munn has been hired as the main promoter of Proactive Acne Cleanser products, starring in several commercials and 1 infomercial for the product. The commercials show Munn experiencing acne herself. 2015 through present. Beginning in January 2015, Munn voiced the character of Phoebe Callisto on the Disney Junior animated series Miles from Tomorrowland. In 2016, Munn was cast as Elizabeth Braddock, or Psylocke, one of Apocalypse's 4 horsemen in X-Men Apocalypse. Though the film received mixed reviews, it was a financial success, grossing over $500 million worldwide. The same year, Munn had a leading role portraying a technical supervisor in the comedy film Office Christmas Party. She also had a starring role in the television series Six as a CIA operative, and appeared on season 13 of America's Got Talent as a guest judge in the season's 2nd Judge Cuts episode. Munn also starred as a biologist in the 2018 science fiction horror film The Predator, the 4th installment in the Predator franchise. Following the film's release, it was revealed that Munn's co-star, Steven Striegel, with whom she shared a scene, was a registered sex offender who had preyed on a 14-year-old girl. Upon learning of this, Munn informed her fellow cast members and requested that the scene, Striegler's sole appearance in the film, be cut from the film, which 20th Century Fox agreed to. Munn subsequently had a lead role in the Netflix-released romantic comedy film Love Wedding Repeat, a remake of the French feature Plan de Table. In print, Munn has appeared in advertising campaigns for Nike, Pepsi, and Neutrogena. She appeared on the fall 2006 cover of Foam magazine in September, in Men's Edge magazine in August, and was featured in a pictorial in Complex in November 2006, where she later became a columnist. In February 2007, she appeared as Babe of the Month in a non-nude pictorial in Playboy magazine. She discusses this shoot in her book Suck It, Wonder Woman: The Misadventures of a Hollywood Geek. Munn also appeared in the July-August 2007 issue of Men's Health. In September 2007, she was featured in the Italian Vanity Fair for their Hot Young Hollywood issue. Munn appeared in the Winter-Spring 2009 issue of Men's Health Living. She was featured as the cover girl for the July-August 2009 issue of Playboy, and later on the cover of the January 2010 and February 2011 issues of Maxim. Munn appears on the cover of the January 2012 issue of FHM magazine. She was voted number 2 by readers on Maxim's list of their Hot 100 Women of 2012. Munn's book Suck It, Wonder Woman was released on July 6, 2010. In a review for Time Out New York, Olivia Giavetti said that the book offers a glimpse into Munn's life, but does not go into depth. Activism and charity work. In 2011, Munn teamed up with DoSomething.org's Green Your School Challenge. She was a spokesperson for the campaign by filming a PSA regarding the challenge and sat on the panel of judges that evaluated the entries. Munn helped PETA with a campaign that ultimately freed an ill elephant from a touring circus. Her blog for the Huffington Post was credited with encouraging fans to contact the USDA on the elephant's behalf. Munn posed for PETA's I'd Rather Go Naked Than Wear Fur campaign in April 2010 and again in January 2012. In February 2013, Munn fronted a PETA release of new footage showing cruelty to animals in Chinese fur farms. She appeared in the 2021 short film Save Ralph, a film by Humane Society International about animal testing. Munn has used her platform to speak out against anti-Asian sentiments, harassment, and assaults following the COVID-19 pandemic. Munn was part of a roundtable discussion alongside Stop AAPI Hate co-founder Russell Young, Rise founder and CEO Amanda Wen with CBS News, entitled Asian Americans Battling Bias, Continuing Crisis. Personal life. In regard to her faith and work in Deliver Us from Evil, Munn has stated that I didn't believe in the supernatural before this movie. However, after reviewing footage from the New York City Police Department of allegedly real-life exorcisms, she stated I'm a full believer now. She is a black belt in Taekwondo. In November 2017, Munn accused film director Brett Ratner of repeated sexual harassment towards her, as well as an instance of sexual assault. She has supported the Me Too and Time's Up movements with both personal efforts and public statements. Munn was in a relationship with NFL quarterback Aaron Rodgers from 2014 to 2017. She began dating comedian John Mulaney in 2021, and they announced that Munn was pregnant in September 2021. Their son, Malcolm Yep Mulaney, was born on November 24th, 2021, and even though there's zero chance she'll ever watch it, I'm sure she appreciated how I pronounced her son's middle name, because I have no idea how that is pronounced. There's all sorts of word character in there that I've never seen before in my life. But I will say, as the one little anecdote I have about Olivia Munn is I was fortunate enough to attend the premiere of the film The Watchmen in Hollywood. I think it was at the Chinese Theater, Nan's Chinese Theater, and she was there. A bunch of celebrities were there. She was one of them, and she is stunning in real life. She's beautiful on TV also, but yeah, she holds up in real life. That's not always the case. I'm here to tell you, in real life, very pretty lady. And I think that's it. There's someone walking around my house right now. You know what? I've learned to just talk through or whisper through the kind of subtle thumping in my house because I kind of like it. Like I said, I've said a bunch of times on this channel, I listen to my own videos sometimes to fall asleep. I listen to a bunch of I listen to GB, I listen to Let's Find Out, I listen to Baumgartner Restorations, a lot of ASM artists actually, and I listen to myself also because sometimes I don't fully take in the things that I'm reading. I read them, but I don't fully internalize the data or the information that I read. You know, there's only so much I'll actually digest after reading, for example, an hour-long Power Rangers or Cloud Strife or Mario video. I have to go back and listen to it over again so I can, learn it and have it put me to sleep. And in doing that, I have grown to like the subtle thumps of people walking around in my house. I don't know why. If you don't, I'm sorry. Put it in the comments. Let me know. We can gauge consensus if you ever even hear subtle thumps, or even, I'm going to say something crazy here, little rumbles of cars in the background. I've grown to actually like it's this ambient noise, as long as it's not jarring like a wham, something just, if a motorcycle, for example, is right outside my house and they rev their engine 100% I'm cutting that out. It'll be too loud. It'll literally drown me out. It'll also redline my recording software. So that's a no right away. If something hits the red zone, all of you audio guys know what I'm talking about. That is immediately cut. You're barely under the you're barely at the green zone. Actually, this needs to be quiet. The intent is to have a quieting video. And having said that, the subtle thumps are very low, registering on the color scale, if you will, and kind of thump me to sleep. That sounded weird. Okay, I'm going now. I hope you enjoyed learning about Olivia Munn. I think she's very entertaining, and I look forward to seeing what she does in the future. Very cool how much stuff she actually did. Once again, I am shocked at the amount a celebrity, let's just say, works. It's not all fun, is it? It's literally a effing grind. These people work all the time. It's not like you're just given this stuff. She put in the time and continues to do so. That's enough. I'll talk to you guys in the comments. You have a nice night. Bye-bye.